Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Pressure coming. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Leaves it with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Right back to it. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. The give. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Lagway. Gets it out fast. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent...
And the pass hits, picked off!
This is obviously...
In Georgia.
This quarterback here, 2
1st and 10.
Really in this game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To throw, it's back. It's complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Last time these two met, the Big Dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Richt get the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. And defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
It's hard to stop breakthroughs. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's first down from the 11. He's looking to throw it. But a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Scanning the field, it's back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Nice job on third and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. He wants to take the top off. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one big. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
A first down for the offense. Back to throw. It's back. Quarterback extends the play. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the 1st half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Sippo. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The short hands, it's Johnson. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Makes his connection. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Movement here from the tight end. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
And he's thrown another interception. Takes it the other way. The 30, the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick-6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house.